So as you all know, what we just witnessed leading into the Chapter 2 Remix season is arguably the worst Fortnite event of all time, and we already have leaks for what the Chapter 2 Remix finale is going to be. Spoiler alert, it's going to be another concert, but it's going to be a little bit better than what we got last time around. We're going to go through the leaks, I'm going to give my thoughts, I'm going to go through a couple of replies from the leaks and the Explore page, and as always guys, I would love to know what you think about it down below afterwards. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle, I'm your guy with many YouTube channels. Let me bring you over to Hypex over here. So, Chapter 6 event info. The rappers are expected to perform in their POIs as giants, similar to the Travis Scott event. Now, I like this for a couple reasons. First of all, the Travis Scott event is arguably one of the greatest Fortnite events that we have ever seen. It had the shock value, it had the surprise, it had the good music, it had the concert in the actual video game. That's all great, and if you guys been following the channel, you would know that my biggest criticism for the recent live event that we just had is because it was like I was watching a YouTube live stream of a concert. I'm personally not interested in that, but if they were to have all of these rappers coming in and doing it like they did with the Travis Scott event, having all of these effects in game, have them stomping around the island as giants, I think that's fun. I think it's cool. It's interactive, and we did hear that the next event was going to be interactive, so I'm hoping that the rappers don't just show up like Travis Scott did. I'm hoping that the event is somewhat interactive. We could float around. We could just, even if you want to take us over the Chapter 1 islands like it did last time, like Travis's event was done insanely well. I am a little bit worried about that though, because, and I don't think this is the case, but I'm thinking about it in the back of my mind. What if one of the reasons why the Travis Scott event was so good was because we've seen nothing like it before? You guys remember back in the day, like everybody's reaction ever was when Travis Scott eventually got big because Epic Games went out of their way to build a stage. We knew it was coming, and we thought it was going to be a little bit like the Marshmello concert, but then all of a sudden Travis Scott comes in, he grows to be this giant guy, starts rapping and stomping around the Fortnite island. That was hilarious, it was unexpected, and nothing like we've ever seen in a video game before. Are we going to have that same reaction because now we know what's coming? Is it still going to be hype? Is it still going to be fun? Because I remember like I was sitting back and laughing like what the heck is going on right now, and it was just an overall good time. I would imagine I'm still going to enjoy it, but it's definitely not going to have that big oomph that it had the first time, right? But on the other side of the coin, while I typically don't enjoy content events as nearly as much as lore-related events, if it was up to me, I would still have something Fortnite storyline related. I still miss that, but now that I'm knowing what's coming and what to expect, no matter what, I will have my expectations in check and I will be able to sit back and enjoy this concert. Am I sad that it's not storyline focused? Am I sad it's not doing something like the end? Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm really enjoying the season. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy Chapter 6. The event is still going to be entertaining. If they make it structurally like it was with Travis Scott, I'm okay with it. Plus, you could get into like the storyline details of the Rift Butterfly coming back, because we've seen the Rift Butterfly in concerts before, especially Travis Scott. So you remember that everybody was talking about like, what if this actually ends up taking us off the Chapter 2 map, bringing us into Chapter 1? Actually, it would be so cool. I just thought about this right now. It would be really cool if Epic Games actually took that theory, and it's why that I've always wanted to see them actually do a Kraken event one day. The Kraken event happening right now. I remember back in the day with the Travis Scott event, everybody was saying, okay, in the last showing they're going to do this because they had multiple showings for the event. We're floating all over all the Chapter 1 islands. We're floating in space. The Rift Butterfly's there. The last time it's going to bring us into Chapter 1. Now that we have those leaks that Chapter 1 is coming back for Chapter 6, I think it'd be really cool if Epic Games actually went through with that theory, and they, whether it's one showing or multiple showings for the concert, after that we get a view of Chapter 1, because we do know that, according to leaks again, they could be wrong, it's supposed to come back. I think that would be awesome. I literally just thought about that right now. But to go back to the event, how it's structured, the first time around, it was great. I like what they did with Travis Scott. I like the Ariana Grande concert a little less, but they were both still pretty entertaining in my opinion. It's probably going to be to the same level that I personally enjoyed the Ariana Grande concert, because Ariana still didn't have that same like giant hit that Travis had, because again, Travis Scott was like nothing that we've ever seen before. I like this. I like that Epic Games is setting up our expectations. I don't like the fact that there's no storyline, but I do like that I'm not going to be sitting here wondering, hoping that we're going to get some Fortnite related events, or excuse me, Fortnite storyline related events, so I can sit back and enjoy this. But as we've been doing with these videos, guys, it's not just about my opinion. I want to take a look at the Explore page, some quote tweets over from Hypex, and just in general, how people are feeling about this. And again, comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys think about it. If you haven't liked the video or subscribed, by the way, please consider hitting like button on the video. Helps out a ton. And let me hear your comments as well, guys. Let's get into Granby, who had this to say. And the reason that I wanted to include this one is because I have seen this probably more than any other comment related to this event. It's just giant Ice Spice. I see the vision. No matter what, people are going to meme about it. No matter what, you're going to get clips from this. If Fortnite stopped Ice Spice from doing what Ice Spice does for the actual live stream, I'm sure that it's going to be fine in Fortnite, but I just find it funny. That's what everybody's commenting about. Okay, let's continue on to Money Capital. The Travis Scott event was prime. It will never be topped. I don't think that's true. They could absolutely top it because we had the two big concert events back in Chapter 2. While the technology compared to Chapter 1 was great when it came to events, look what they can do now. I'm sure that Epic Games, if they really lasered in and they really focused on making this event like a giant, huge experience, Donald Mustard level, they can blow the Travis Scott event out of the water. I'm sitting here and I'm still saying I have trouble believing that I'm going to enjoy a concert more than Travis Scott one. The concert events don't necessarily interest me, but they have the technology to do so. Have you seen the graphics that Fortnite has made recently? Like just with their engine, like how beautiful the game has looked. I'm sure they could definitely do that. And one thing that I forgot to mention too is I like that we're having a Travis Scott-like event for Fortnite Remix. Kind of the same deal. I like it. Again, they're pushing things back to be Chapter 2. So far, the game has felt like Chapter 2, and it's been really, really nice to see. But let's continue on to Josiah. My personal genuine criticism for Epic right now is we need a storyline-focused full live event so soon, bruh. If this is another Big Bang style event, we will have gone 2 entire chapters without a full storyline event. The mini events have been fire, but please, I need a big one. I do agree with this. Unfortunately, I don't know if Epic Games is going to give that to us again. From what we've seen throughout Chapter 5, it seems like their storyline is going to be mini event focused, but then again, within Chapter 6, they could just change things up again. I think that Epic Games has learned a lot of really nice lessons from Chapter 5, and that's one of the reasons why I'm very optimistic about Chapter 6. Chapter 1 coming back is making me worry just a little bit, but again, we've had that conversation on the channel before. It's a completely different topic. I fully expect this to be a Big Bang style event. Because of that, I'm going to chill back and I'm going to enjoy it, just as I did for the Big Bang. I didn't expect it to be anything, and I don't expect this to be anything. I think it's going to be a concert. I'm going to jump on. I'm going to be excited for Chapter 6. Do I wish it was a storyline event? Yeah. Would the community come together? 100%. But then again, on the other side of the coin, I don't blame Epic, because look what happened last time we had a storyline event. That amazing cutscene with Hope? Yeah, good job, Fortnite community. I'm not saying it's the reason, but like, at the end of the day, like, is this really going to bring the Fortnite community together again, unless it's like the absolute perfect event? At this point, Epic Games might not even be seeing people pleased with events in general, so why not just do one straight for a profit? But that's just, yeah, I'm not saying that's exactly what they're doing. It's just an idea, of course. Let's continue on with Kaizen. Juice, I still see your shadows in my room. Eminem, I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. Snoop, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. And then you... Okay, this was a GIF, and I just remembered that it was a GIF. Ice Spice, you think you're still, you not even, and then the Chapter 2 map just completely explodes. Could you imagine if Epic Games ended up memeing? Like, I know this absolutely won't happen, but could you just imagine if Epic Games just does the Ice Spice meme in that sense? That would be so funny. And all of a sudden, the 0 point explodes. We're brought back. We have to bring everything. We're brought back to Fraction. We have to piece the island back together just because of Ice Spice. I find that stuff funny. I like when I see those types of memes. Von Darker had this to say: if it's like Travis Scott and somehow we get into Spice and the butterfly, it would be a neat way to change into another reality. That's kind of where I'm at, because if you look at the actual Fortnite storyline and the Big Bang, you kind of have that entire Fortnite universe right now. We could just use this to go into a completely different reality, and I personally think that would be pretty cool if Epic Games actually dove into that. We're expecting nothing storyline related, and all of a sudden these rappers come in. And I've seen the theories, by the way, and I want to touch on that in the video soon, about how this is all a dream. I think it'd be super cool. I think it'd be really cool, and I would be satisfied if this is the way that they're telling the storyline. We're brought with the Rift Butterfly over to Chapter 6 to continue on with Charlie Wen's story. Now let's keep going over to Magic. I think it's safe to say if Travis Scott's set doesn't come back this season, under all these circumstances, we can be assured he's never coming back again. I think that's fair. I personally don't think that the Travis Scott set is going to come back, because typically Epic Games wants to stay out of controversy, and right after that concert, Travis Scott had probably one of the biggest controversies of the year. If it wasn't for if this actually taking place in 2020, it got overshadowed by everything around it. I don't think that Epic Games is going to bring it back. I think it has nothing to do with Travis Scott just liking exclusivity, because I've heard that thrown around a lot. I mean, he might, but I don't think that's a reason that Epic Games would just say this would never come back. If that was the case, then they would advertise it to be exclusive, and then, 3 years down the road, we'll bring it back. But I don't see it coming back at all. I wouldn't get my hopes up for it, guys. Let me know what you think about all of this down below. And if you want to hear my opinions on Chapter 1 returning, because supposedly it's returning permanently. Then you can check out